Iran has secured a major relief from the United States amid the negotiations, what many in Tehran are terming as a big win amid the tensions. A major shift in U.S. policy toward Iran, and a move that could reshape global energy markets. The United States has authorized the sale of Iranian oil, temporarily easing decades of sanctions as Washington pushes for a broader peace agreement with Tehran. The decision comes amid ongoing negotiations between the two countries in Switzerland, and signals one of the most significant diplomatic developments since the recent U.S.-Iran conflict. The U.S. Treasury Department has issued a temporary general license allowing the production, delivery, and sale of Iranian crude oil, petroleum products, and petrochemicals through August 21st. The move follows commitments made by Iran under the framework of the recent Memorandum of Understanding signed between Washington and Tehran. According to U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Iran has agreed to maintain free and open transit through the Strait of Hormuz and allow inspectors from the International Atomic Energy Agency to return for nuclear monitoring activities. In return, Washington has agreed to provide temporary sanctions relief focused on Iran's oil exports. The license also allows related services, including banking transactions, insurance coverage, and transportation linked to Iranian oil sales. For the first time in decades, Iranian crude can also enter the United States if necessary to complete delivery or offloading operations. The significance of this move goes far beyond diplomacy. Iran possesses some of the world's largest oil reserves. But years of sanctions have severely restricted its ability to sell oil openly on international markets. Since sanctions were tightened in 2018, China has remained the primary buyer of Iranian crude, often purchasing oil at discounted prices. Before sanctions were reimposed, countries such as India, Japan, South Korea, Turkey, Greece, and Italy were among Iran's major customers. A return of Iranian oil to global markets could increase supply and help stabilize energy prices. That matters, because energy markets have experienced major volatility since conflict erupted in the region earlier this year. Oil prices surged when Iran disrupted traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. But prices have eased considerably since the ceasefire agreement and the start of diplomatic negotiations. The sanctions relief is temporary and heavily tied to the progress of negotiations. Talks between U.S. and Iranian officials in Switzerland are now focused on reaching a broader final agreement within the next 60 days. Negotiators are discussing nuclear inspections, sanctions relief mechanisms, regional security arrangements, and maritime safety in the Strait of Hormuz. Mediators involved in the talks have described the first round of discussions as encouraging. But significant challenges remain. For now, the temporary oil waiver represents a confidence-building measure, one designed to keep diplomacy moving forward. And if negotiations continue to progress, it could mark the beginning of a broader reset in U.S.-Iran relations. A relationship shaped by nearly 5 decades of sanctions, confrontation, and mistrust. But one that may now be entering a very different chapter.
If you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe to Mirror Now.